done well? And second, what about Mayor Emanuel's first term are you most critical of? What do you think the worst decision he's made has been? Oh, 90 seconds, I'm sorry.
I have to say, you know what, for anybody that would be willing to step in the shoes of mayor for this city and take on the challenges that we have, I'm sorry, you have to come in and respect someone for that. And so, you know, moving forward, he's had to make some really hard decisions. Not always the best, you know, the ones that most people are happy with, but you know what, you have to make those decisions. It's something we have to do sometimes in our own home. You know, when we're trying to balance the budgets and something's gotta go, you know, you have to be realistic about it. And so, you know, with that, like I said, I have to give respect for anybody that would step up and say, I'm willing to take on what is happening right now. So for what he has done, you said one well, I think he's done that very well. One of the challenges that has come forth, you know, some people might not be happy with what happened with the teacher strike, but you know what? He came through and we have a full school day for our children now. We have 7 hours that they go to school. We have full-time kindergarten for our kids so that they have great opportunities. So even within, you know, maybe somebody sees that as a negative, but I see it as a positive. And so whoever might be the mayor at that time, look forward to making sure you have a collaborative relationship that's productive. Agree to disagree, but make sure you get things done.
Thank you. Michael Diaz, one thing he's done well, one thing he's done poorly, in your opinion.
Well, if your presumption holds true, and it's not Chuy Garcia, Willie Wilson, or Bob Ferry, or any of the others running for mayor,
I admit I made that presumption, I apologize.
fair enough, we'll go with it. You know, I do appreciate what he's done for business in the city of Chicago, shining a bright light on you know, downtown and our business districts, having corporate headquarters move into downtown. And, you know, making the business licensing process more efficient. I think that was a good first step. So now it's easier for an entrepreneur to get a license, much more so than it was maybe 10 years ago. We have a lot more to do. We can do better. I also appreciate what he's done with education. The results speak for themselves. And, you know, one of the things that, you know, I have a master's degree in education, so I kind of, this is something I'm passionate about, but if Abraham Lincoln came back today, you know, what's the one thing he would recognize? Well, take him to a classroom. Take him to a classroom. He's done well, we gotta do more, and the thing I dislike, and I don't agree with it, is the teacher strike. I don't think that was the right way to go about it. There was a negotiation to be had. And I think he learned from it, obviously. And if you follow the CTU, you know they're pouring a lot of money into making them understand that point.
John Marie.
We'll start off with the worst thing. The worst thing is actually not just the mayor alone, but it would be the mayor and the city council. I think they're all out to blame. That includes our alderman that's here now. Is back in 2011, state law was changed. And it was established that there was going to have to be a pension payment that was going to be coming due in 2016. So now we have this pension coming due, this pension payment, this big influx of money that we have to put in, and nobody has prepared. Nothing. They have done nothing collectively to get ready for this payment that's coming due. And now we hear that they want to try and kick the can down the road to 2022. By having the state legislature amend the bill to see if they can postpone it. For what I know, at least from the Chicago Police Pension, it will be bankrupt if we don't put this influx of money into the pension now. So now we have to come up with ideas, whether it be a casino or whether it be the idea with the TIF money to try to fix this, but nothing was done until now. One of the good things, water meter. I don't know about you, but I switched to a water meter. I was reluctant. Didn't know if I was going to trust the city. I actually canceled it twice because I thought it was a big scam. They were coming to get me, somehow going to get me. But I did it, and our water bill is a lot lower.
Yeah, mine too. John Marie.
Thank you. I think the best thing that's been done is, and I had a chance to vote for this, which was the reform of the business licensing process. I will say this, Mayor, has been incredibly good about looking at ways to reform city code. Some of our city code dates back to before 1900. So even the wording is antiquated, and we need to bring it up into current legal standards and to apply. So taking the business licensing from 140 plus licenses down to about 46 is something that I supported. We need to continue to find ways to make sure businesses can get licensed quickly and get through the building process. I think that's the next step in that reform, is reforming the building code so that we can, in the inspection process, to get businesses open sooner. That'll help our economy. The thing that he has not addressed that me and many of my colleagues on the city council have put forward is police overtime. We have, in 2 years in a row, have about between 95 and $100 million in police overtime. What we have proposed is taking some of that money, as well as some TIF surplus money, to hire 500 additional police officers to make sure that we have the staffing we need in that department. And right now, BEZ reported that as a net, we are down over 300 officers across the city, and that has to change in order to address our public safety issues.
Thank you.